Carson, please come in and shut the door.
Hi, Julie. I'm kind of pressed for time. What's up?
Carson, I'm concerned about you. You've been acting differently lately.
What do you mean acting differently?
You've been very impatient with me, our team, and customers for a few weeks now. You've also been turning in reports late and making errors that requires others to correct in order to meet deadlines for the projects.
Well, this place is a pressure cooker. What do you expect?
Granted, Carson, the workload and the customer service requirements in our department are not easy to meet, but they have not changed. This is serious, Carson. I need to place you on a performance improvement plan.
What? I missed a couple deadlines. You put me on a plan? That's not fair.
I know this is upsetting, but I need to do what's possible to help you improve your performance.
Like I keep telling you, I've been really stressed out and anxious, and this conversation is making me feel a lot worse.
Is there someone you can talk to? I can refer you to our employee assistance program.
No, that's my business. I have a therapist already, thanks.
Yes, your healthcare is your business, but if you need time off or an accommodation at work due to a disability,
Listen, my situation is private. I'm gonna have to talk to HR.
I think that's a good idea, Carson. You should speak to HR, and so should I. I think we both need assistance in figuring out our next steps.
Julie calls Forrest from HR to discuss her recent conversation with Carson.
Hello, this is Forrest.
Hi, Forrest. Julie in IT. I could use your help with an employee whose performance has declined and has told me that he has been struggling.
I understand. Tell me more about the situation.
His name is Carson Johnson, and he's been on my team for a few years, but the past several months he's been having performance issues and have become very short-tempered. And he was pretty unhappy when he left my office a little while ago, and he said he was going to contact you.
Have any idea what might have caused a change in his performance and behavior?
Well, I don't know for sure, but he did mention having a therapist. No details though. But after going through the mental wellness manager training we had last year, I certainly see signs of struggling.
Did you suggest our employee assistance program to him?
Yes, I did, and he was not happy about that and became angry and said he was going to contact HR. I just don't know what to do next.
That's not an unusual response. Maybe he's not comfortable talking about his medical situation. I'll reach out to him and make sure that he's aware of our accommodation policy and see what I can do.
Forrest and Carson meet in Forrest's office.
Thanks for meeting with me today, Carson. Julie reached out to see if I could help.
Yeah, she started a PIP because I made a few mistakes. Doesn't seem fair. My personal information is my business.
Well, Carson, it is up to you to disclose your disability and share your medical information. However, it does help to identify and provide reasonable and effective accommodations.
I'm concerned about people knowing about my personal situation and treating me differently.
I understand. We don't need a lot of details, but we do need information about the impact of your disability on your job and what kind of adjustments might be helpful. This information would not be shared with your coworkers, and only information about accommodations would be shared with Julie.
All right, I still don't want to share too much. Is there some kind of form I can give to my therapist?
I have a medical inquiry form that is pretty straightforward.
Carson meets with his therapist, Dr. Snyderman.
Come in, Carson. You said it was urgent when you made the appointment. What do you need to talk about?
I think they're trying to fire me at Optimum. My manager said she's going to put me on a performance improvement plan.
Well, that is serious. Did she say why?
As you know, the medication for my anxiety has made it really hard for me to concentrate, and I haven't been sleeping. I've also been going to the group sessions that you referred me to for the drinking, but I just feel stressed out all the time, and it's affecting my work.
Do you think you need to take a leave of absence to focus on your health for a little while? Or maybe make some changes at work?
I don't know. I don't want to be judged or labeled or gossiped about. I haven't told anyone at work about my anxiety issues, and certainly not that I'm in recovery.
Okay. Well, I could write a note to your HR person, and we could meet more often for a while. What changes do you think you need to make at work to manage your stress?
Well, if I could do some of the programming and problem solving from home a few days a week, it might give me the space to concentrate without constant interruptions from people in the office.
Anything else?
Maybe taking some time off and flexing my schedule will allow me to see you more than once a week. I could attend more group sessions that way too.
I can explain that you're under my care for a mental health condition. It might help the employer understand what's going on if I mention that you're adjusting to medication and having difficulty concentrating. I'll recommend that accommodations be provided for at least the next 6 months while you receive treatment.
What if they want more details?
I think we can limit the specific details about the condition for now, but I will consult with the Job Accommodation Network for information about what is considered sufficient.
Job Accommodation Network, what's that?
JAN is a free confidential resource funded by the Department of Labor that helps employees, managers, HR, and people like me with questions about ADA and identifying accommodations for people with disabilities. They might even offer some additional accommodation ideas.
Okay, I just don't want to lose my job.
Carson, Julie, and Forrest meet in a conference room.
It's good to see you, Carson. Thanks for meeting with us today.
Sure, okay. Look, I gave you the form you asked for, so what do we do now? Do I still have a job?
Of course, Carson. The letter from Dr. Schneiderman helped us to be able to understand the impact of your disability on your job performance and what might help.
Carson, I'm so glad we can talk about this. I understand you requested for accommodation to work from home sometime and to flex your schedule?
Yes, I need to take some time to focus on my health and find ways to manage stress to get back on track.
Julie and I have talked about it, and while it took some juggling of in-house staff, we think it could work for 6 months. Julie would check on you weekly to make sure that everything is working for all concerned.
Really? You're both saying I can have these changes? That's great. I really appreciate this.
You will have to keep up the work that you're doing at home, but Carson, we do care about you and want to do what we can to help you feel better and to improve your performance.
I will be checking in with you both monthly to see how things are working out as well.